Welcome back. Bringing broadband internet access to the spots in Indiana that don't have it. That's one of the many missions Purdue University is taking part in. Roberto Gallardo is the Vice President for Engagement, Director of Purdue Center for Regional Development, and an Associate Professor in the Agricultural Economics Department. He joins us tonight for our Unfiltered conversation. Roberto, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. This is quite the job, huh, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Phil, for the opportunity. It is an interesting, challenging situation, but I think we are in very well positioned to move the needle, or to continue to move the needle.
Right. Now, so for some perspective, how much of Indiana is still without internet access?
So, Phil, it depends how you measure it, right? There are different definitions for broadband, but the current definition says that you are considered unserved if you don't have advertised service to your home or farm or business of at least 25 megabits per second down and 3 megabits per second up. The actual number, I don't have it off the top of my head, but it could be addresses or it can be population. But it's fortunately not very high, but it's very, there's still Hoosiers that do not have access to 25.3.
And how is the university helping?
Yeah, so we are very excited about this. President Chang asked me to come up with a plan to do so. And what we're doing, Phil, is really spreading the word on resources to make sure that broadband data is accurate as possible. And so what we're leveraging the Purdue Trust, the Purdue brand, to increase awareness on these resources, Phil, and spread the word throughout the state of these resources, and that then everybody has to do their job and go to these resources and make sure their address is there, the service that is reported is accurate, et cetera, et cetera. So we're really, which I find ironic, right? We're spreading the word, the good old spreading the word for digital technologies.
And we appreciate you coming on and talking about it. So why is this so important, Roberto? And what are some of the challenges that you're facing?
Yeah, well, this is very important, Phil. As you know, the economy and society continue to digitize, and those that are on the wrong side of the divide are being left behind. Their quality of life is being affected. And so that's very much the reason why. We knew this issue existed for a while now, but COVID specifically shed a very bright light on the realities of the digital divide. And so now the federal government is enacting or providing funding to all states and territories, and as well as the state of Indiana has been very a pioneer in this and came up with their own broadband programs back in 2018, 2019. So that's what is being done. The challenges we face is obviously there's a lot of awareness to be done to make sure that this data is accurate, right? But also the challenges providers face, Phil, is really a lack of density, right? That return on investment is simply not there. And so there are some Hoosiers that are, on the wrong side of the divide.
Right. And speak to that a little bit more, Roberto, because some people out there might watch this and say, okay, well, some places don't have access. Oh, well, but that's a huge part of life. I mean, this is 2023, almost 2024, and it impacts all aspects of life.
Yes, that is correct. And so many, again, a lot of services are online only. For you to search for a job, more than likely you're going to do it online. For you to do anything medical related, telehealth, telemedicine, it's going to happen online. So, remote working, obviously, you need a good internet connection. So it's just our economy and society continue to digitize, Phil. And so it's very, very important that we ensure that Indiana residents have access to affordable and fast and reliable internet. And so that's part of the mission of the state that has been, like I said, since 2018, 2019, but also from the federal government that's going to be providing funds for this purpose.
Roberto, I'm almost out of time, and we could probably go on and on about this because I think it's fascinating. But how long, in your opinion, do you think it will take for the whole state to have access?
That is a great question, Phil, and really it's going to vary. This federal program, we won't see those funds until, if we're lucky, the summer of next year, and then we have to wait for the networks to be built. So it'll be a little bit of a while here. So I just ask people to be patient. But Purdue is spreading the word on these resources. I just want to clarify: Purdue is not building broadband, right? And we are not responsible for the outcomes of these data, data accuracies and so forth. We're just making sure people play their role, play their part, and then take it from there. But it is a once in a lifetime opportunity, Phil, and I feel very, very strongly that we will move the needle.
Okay.
The divide will be bridged.
Okay.
It may take a couple years to get there, but we're there.
Roberto Gallardo, thank you so much. Purdue University doing their part. We look forward to having future discussions with you as well here on Unfiltered, sir. Happy holidays. Good to see you. Thank you.
Likewise, the same to you and your family, Phil. Thank you.